Not Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the Marvel Legends Retro Wave Spider-Man 2099. He comes in a retro card back packaging, and a pleasant surprise is we almost got a complete set of interchangeable hands. He comes with closed fist hands, open palm, and claw hands. The bio on the card back says when a lab accident caused half of his DNA to be rewritten with a spider's genetic code, Miguel O'Hara becomes Spider-Man. The art of this packaging closely resembled the first issue of Spider-Man 2099 released on November 1992. Looking at the details of this figure, the red painted lines from the spider logo in his chest continues to the butterfly joints and to the arms. It helps it look seamless during arm articulation. He has sculpted spikes in the arms and no other sculpted parts in the body. Red paint on the head is sculpted, however, the spider logo details are just painted over a metallic blue body. The lines of the skull spider logo on his chest is a little bit thin compared to how it is normally drawn in the comic books. The first appearance of Spider-Man 2099 was a 5-page preview in The Amazing Spider-Man 365. 3 months later, he had his first full appearance in his own comic book series. The figure stands 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inches. Here is a series of Marvel Legends size comparison beginning with the Retro Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Jubilee and Black Cat, AI Tony Stark and Wolverine, Power and Glory Captain America and the Tom Hardy Venom, Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Venom Full and the Marvel Select Abomination, McFarlane Toys 7-inch scale figure Batman Devastator and the Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure Sennu. Out of the packaging, he comes with a pair of hands with claws. The other alternate pair of hands are closed fist punching hands. The other alternate pair are open palm hands. He comes with a translucent web cape which has a peg that you can peg into the back and you can move it from side to side. In terms of upcoming figures from different storylines, there is a better looking Mezco exclusive Spider-Man 2099. There is more dynamic pose in terms of the cape and the body. The cape is not made of hard plastic. Mezco figures are 4 times the price of Marvel Legends. It comes with so much accessories, a lot of hands and alternate heads, a bigger spider web, and several web lines which can attach to the wrist. Going back to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099, in terms of its body mold, it is very thin and has a very limited ab crunch. The correct body mold that Hasbro should have used is the Retro Spider-Man. Notice how well the Spider-Man Retro crunches backwards. The 2099 version barely does it. Same is true for crunching forward. The 2099 has only a little crunch forward. Retro Spider-Man muscular body resembles that of the comic book of Spider-Man 2099, and it can pose like how he hunches in the comics. I also did a full review of the Retro Spider-Man which you can find in my YouTube channel. In terms of the feet, the Spider-Man 2099 feet does not look good at all. It does not resemble the comics. In terms of articulation, his head can look up, which are good for flight pose, can look down that much. His arms can extend that far, can do a full 360 here. He has a good butterfly joint here. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows as you can see here, and his wrist can do a swivel and hinge forwards and backwards as well. He has a little crunch forward and almost negligible crunch backward. He has a waist swivel right here. He can do a split but not that much. He has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, And in terms of his feet, he can hinge forwards and backwards and has an ankle rocker. In conclusion, Hasbro almost did a good job by giving 3 pairs of hands, including the fingers, with claws. Usually, this is how he is drawn in comics. However, this body mold does not do justice for Spider-Man. Almost negligible ab crunch which limits his posing possibilities, and an ugly shaved feet, which they could have easily replaced. This figure could have been a very good one, but it's just a re-release of the old one with minor improvements. However, for its price point, it is the only option. The Mezco one is too expensive unless you are a big fan of this particular version of Spider-Man. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Stay safe.